This bot has made 130% in the last 3.5 months since the beginning of 2023. Using a $1,000 investment with 3x leverage, you would have made 130%. Obviously, you have to subtract fees to that. And this other strategy would have made 214%, using again $1,000 investment at 3x leverage. So in this video, we're gonna be taking a look at Elevate trading strategies. How much money have I made? So stay tuned and enjoy the video. So I'm actually running 2 of their strategies, and we're gonna go into the details as to how much money I've made, what are the bots' performances. I've been running these 2 strategies for quite some time now, and we're also gonna take a look at this calculator, which starts in 2023, and it allows you to see how much money you could have made had you invested in any of these strategies, of course, depending on the capital that you put and the leverage that you're using. So we're gonna take a look at that, and I will leave these links down in the description below so you can have a look at those for yourselves as well. Now, full disclaimer, I am an Astrabit partner. I'm also partnered with Elevate Trading. So if you want to try out these different strategies, then if you use my link, you are going to get 20% off your first month on both the strategy and as well as the Astrabit bot. Now, just before we dive into the different results and calculate how much money we could have made in 2023 all the way up to today, I just want to share with you guys that Astrobit is kind of this massive marketplace, and they are essentially gathering a bunch of different authors that list their strategies onto Astrobit, and Astrobit provides the bot service to make these strategies automated so that you can just chill, you can work your 9 to 5, you can sleep, and all of these strategies are going to be trading for you. So like I said, there are a bunch of different authors here, but today we're going to be taking a look at Elevate Trading. They offer 5 different strategies. Obviously, these are all going to have a monthly fee. I am personally running Horus, and I'm personally running Novus. Both of these are single entry, so there's going to be one entry based on their strategy, whether or not that's a long or a short. And this is trading Ethereum for Horus, and it's also trading Bitcoin for Novus. Now, they do also have an Avalanche strategy, a Solana strategy, and an Ethereum scalper as well. So as you can see, there is a monthly cost to these. So it is about $65 per month. And if you are going to go ahead with it, there's an extra $24.99 for the Astrabit bot. So you're paying around $90 or so per month for running one of these bots. Again, I am partnered with them. So if you use the code down in the description below, you are going to save 20% off your first month. And you can also cancel anytime you want. And something very good about this is that you actually link your centralized exchange to Astrobit via an API, so you always have access to your funds. So in this case, I have all of my funds on my personal Bybit account. I can go in there and literally take the money out whenever I want. I don't have to go through Astrobit. I don't have to go through any of the strategists. It's my money. I can do whatever I want with it, and I can cancel at any given point. So that's obviously a plus for Astrobit. That's my opinion, of course. But if we get into the dashboard and I just show you guys around of what it looks like, this Bitcoin Maker bot is actually the Novus bot. So this is the one trading Bitcoin. And as you can see right now, it is in a short position. We are down about $14, but again, the trade is still open and you can see all of the different positions it has taken in the past. So this is awesome, super transparent, because as we know in the DeFi space, you kind of have some sketchy projects out there, but nonetheless, this is all super transparent. And you can also log into your actual centralized exchange and see all of the trades happening there as well. Now, if we go on to the trading history, we can see that overall I've made about $135 on this. If we go to view trades, you have every single one of these trades. You can see exactly when it got in the trade, where it got out, and you can essentially see everything here. Now, again, this is all available on your centralized exchange, which is again linked to your Astrabit account. Then you can also go back to the dashboard here, and if I go and I want to tweak the settings of my bot, I can go on to whichever bot I want, hover on this, and then you have edit bot. So as you can see, that's going to load my settings for this bot particularly, and I am using all my funds in this account to trade because of course I wouldn't be holding money on a SEX. I would be holding money on my MetaMask or any other wallet rather than a centralized exchange. So whatever money I have in there, I am trading. I have leverage here, so I'm using 3x. You have all the way up to 10x actually. I am personally just using 3x, so that's something you can tweak, and you can see you have different take profits, different stop losses. All of this you can manually edit if you want. I am personally just letting the bot do its thing. It is going to buy and sell for me, so I haven't touched any of this, but this is obviously something you could do if you wanted to. Now, if we take a look at my Excel spreadsheet, I update this on a weekly basis in my Discord, so definitely join. There's going to be a link in the description below. It's completely free if you want to keep up to date with what's happening with these bots. I put in $500 in Horus. Right now, it's down about 34% or $171. And Novus, I put in $258. That is absolutely going crazy. I'm up $184 or about 71%. And like I said, I'm using 3x leverage for both of these bots. Now, if we scroll down here and we take a look at these trades in particular, like I said, I am updating this on a weekly basis. So last week, the Horus strategy actually made me $80. So it has had very solid weeks over the last 2 weeks. Again, we're still overall down on this one. But then if we take a look at Novus, as I said, up $184 all time on this. And last week, it made me about $15. So of course I have tabs with all of these trade logs so you guys can continue following along if you wish to do so. Now, if we want to take a look at how much money we could have made if we started off with one of these strategies in 2023, let me just go ahead and move this camera out of the way here. We're going to go all the way on this side so you guys can see the different leverages. But if we start off with Horus, let's assume we wanted to put $1,000 into this, and keep in mind, I am a partner with them. I do not have to pay these monthly fees. But this tool here, this calculator, is going to help you understand how much money or what leverage you would have to use to be profitable with these strategies. Again, not financial advice, but you can see the previous data. And this doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be the future data. It all depends on the market conditions. So first and foremost, let's assume we're running Horus. We're putting $1,000 in there. We're using 1x leverage. Well, over the last 3 months, we would have made about $87. Now, as we had mentioned earlier, this strategy plus bot is going to run you at about $90 per month. So obviously with 1x leverage, with $1,000, you would not be making money on this. You would unfortunately be losing to the fees of this strategy. Now, obviously, if you're using 3x leverage, for instance, then you can see that you would be basically breaking even. You would have made $260 and you would have paid about $270 over the span of 3 months. So at that point, you would be breaking even. Now, obviously, you could use, let's say, 5x leverage. Let's do that. You would be making $436. So at that point, you would have made money. Or, of course, you could increase your initial investment. And again, you would be making money and paying and having enough money to pay for those fees while also making a profit. Now that's for Horus, but let's take a look at these other strategies. So I'm also running Novus, and again, if we do the same thing, this is from 2023 onwards to today. If we take a look at Horus, $1,000 investment, 3x leverage, you would have made $635. Then you subtract the monthly fees, you're still looking at about $360 over the span of 3 months. Now, it gets even crazier, and I wish I was in these strategies, but let's take a look at their solstice strategy. Again, this is only 3.5 months worth of data, but this has been on an absolute tear. So as you can see, $1,000, had you invested that at 1x leverage, you would have made $430. Absolutely crazy. If you add leverage to that, you're looking at a 3x leverage, 130% P&L for a total profit of about $1,300 in a span of 3.5 months. Absolutely crazy stuff. Again, I'm not saying that these are going to continue forever like this. Having crazy months like 18%, 23% is going to happen. You are probably going to have months where you lose money as well, but on average, you can see that these bonds are doing quite well. Now, last but not least, they have their Boreas strategy, which is the AVAX strategy. And again, this one here is on an absolute tear. So again, $1,000 initial investment at 1x leverage over the last 3.5 months. You'd be looking at $712 in profit. If you add leverage to that, let's say 3x, you're looking at 214% or about $2,100 in pure profits or in gross profits. And then you subtract the actual cost of this strategy for the 3.5 months you've ran it. So again, you are seeing 29% in January, minus 3% in February, and then 33% for March currently. So absolutely crazy results. If you are looking to run one of these, maybe play around with obviously the initial investment you'd want, your leverage. You can obviously tweak this around. If you wanted 5x leverage, well, you're looking at even more money. Again, as you increase leverage, your max win is bigger, but your max loss is also much bigger. So understand that before you get involved with leverage. So again, I'm going to be leaving these links in the description below. Have a look at them, play around with it. If you have any questions about Elevate, or if you have any questions about Astrobit as a whole, let me know your questions down in the comment section below. Join the Discord if you have any comments as well. I'm always there, always answering questions and talking to the community. And of course, if you want to use this strategy, then consider using my code. It's a 20% discount for the first month on both the strategy and the bot. So that's completely up to you. Obviously, it's not financial advice. And with all of that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.